Yo, what's going on guys? This is the build I'll be using for today's video, and I'm going to go over the gameplay as the video goes on. So here I'm grouped up with another Alio and a Meg, and we instantly popped Tyrant's Raw, and I found that there was this Meg in the bush, and he was actually AFK, and he was resting, so I got a free kill on this guy. And there was another Meg right here. You can see the Alio's the fastest land carnivore, so the only option this guy has is to get into the water. Only that, the damage that the Alio does with Tyrant Troll times 2 is just way too much for the Meg to take. The Meg is very squishy, so there's no way he's gonna win that. So he did the right thing to get in the water, but there was some random suckos here, and they chased him out. And I saw that, so I decided to kill this guy. And there's not much you can do here as the Meg, so yeah, that's that. And here there was a kilo, and not sure if this was either Meg's friend or probably just someone random, because SLL is a hot spot, so there's always people coming in and out. And he pops his voice, which I'm guessing he was low on stam. That's probably why he popped it. But he tries to get up on this rock, but the Alio's got a pretty good jump anyway. And with Tyrant Shot times 2 and all for 1, this guy couldn't face tank me either. And if I was him, I probably would have tried to get up on top of that rock, but he just ends up jumping into the water, and we have our own Meg, so he just finishes the kill. And here we were fighting a Latin, or Dino even, and I could hear something moving up top, and I was just up here not long ago, so I knew that this guy just spawned in and he's got debuff, so he does 2 times less damage and he takes 2 times more damage, and he's also just slower. So I just went for it. And I wasn't sure if he had gotten off it for a second there, because at some point he did a lot of damage, but I just went for it anyway. And you can actually see he's still on debuff, he's doing pretty much no damage, and I get a free kill off of that. And you can see the Dino shows up. And my friend Waystone me to Central Waystone, and I could hear some footsteps around. Wasn't sure what it was, but just popped Tyrant's Raw just to be ready, and end up being a group of Seratos. And main thing is just tail ride this guy. Don't take any face fights, because Serato is actually really tanky and does decent damage, especially with 2 of them here. And me and my friend keep getting stuck on each other, but this pink one, albino even, but it's pink, just kept running away, so this was the easiest target. He just kept giving up his tail, whereas the other one just tried to face tank and actually did the right thing. Was this one seemed to be panicking, maybe he was already low from a different fight. But here's the thing, there's no point in trying to run away from the Alio, unless you're like a Strufy or a Campto, and maybe small raptors, but other than that, you're not going to get away. And I chase him down this cliff, and there's just nothing this guy can do. He turns around, but it's already too late, and his own friend ends up killing him. And 2 conks end up showing up, and they're just some random conks. Don't know who they are, they both end up dying to the Seratos. Anyway, healed up, went back to the Central Waystone, and there was 2 patches here. And the only problem with Central Waystone, it's got a bunch of rocks that like patches can jump up on, and Achilles and stuff like that. That, for example, the Alio can't. Maybe with Leap you could, but I'd much rather use Long Distance Runner to just get away from mega packs and stuff like that, and just stay in the fight more consistently. But you can see this guy gets away and I can't do anything about it. I try and get up, but I just can't. And I spot another one, and honestly I thought I could get up there. It didn't look that big of a jump, but you're gonna see here that I try a couple of times, and just barely, just a bit too high for the Alio. So yeah, so both of those patches got away. And the Seratos actually end up showing up again at the Central Waystone. and we popped Tyrant's Raw. I'm not sure what the Serato was doing. He had his back turned and he tries to juke, and you can see it just as a 180, so it didn't juke towards me. So that kind of messed the Serato up. But you can see me and my friend, well, my friend gets in the way a little bit and it gets a little bit messy. But you can just see the amount of damage the Alio does is really good. And we instantly get this guy low. And he gets up on this rock, but I can get anywhere the Serato can. But I did end up falling off for a second, so that did stop me. But you can see this guy drops, and I follow him, and there's not much this guy could do here, maybe besides shove me off. But yeah. Also, the patches end up finishing me off and killing me. Anyway, here me and my friend were at LBM, and I found 2 Achilles, and I popped my Tyrant Show. I don't know why my teammate didn't straight away. You should always try and get it off as soon as possible. That way you're not taking time up when you're in the fight. And also, make sure you're close enough to your teammates, because that Tyrant Throw from stack 1 to 2 makes such a big difference. That's 10% more damage. So yeah. And for some reason these Achilles went into the water, which didn't really make any sense. And they just take a bunch of free hits. And yeah, we easily killed that one, and we chased this other guy into the water. And just killed both of them. And they brought some other guys, but we just end up running away. Moving on to Talon's Point, we made our way from LBM to Talon's Point, and I saw a Serato in the bushes, so I instantly popped my Tyrant Straw, and I'm not sure if this person was low or something, and they end up popping the taunt, which I honestly would have just kept running. I see what they were trying to do. Take less damage and just slow us down for their teammates, but they end up taking way too much damage. If I was the Serato there, I would have instantly ran to my teammates and then maybe popped the taunt. I don't really like using the taunt because you have one person just doing this, sitting and doing nothing while the rest are fighting. It is really good in a way of like slowing people down and just getting crushing bites off, or charge bite even, but it doesn't work against the Alio. The Alio is just way too fast. Could probably work for the conch. And you see, I actually killed one of the Seratos, and we were trying to keep the fight going, but it's a little bit difficult with 5 Seratos. It's very hard to punish because Serato is very tanky, and it does good amount of damage. It doesn't take a lot for the Alio to get low. The Alio is just very squishy, and it's like a glass cannon really. But yeah, and I'm always trying to focus one Serato, and just get one out of the way and then focus them one by one. But these guys cover each other really well, so it was very hard. The plan overall was just do damage to these guys and out heal them, and maybe even try and starve them over time. But it's just very difficult, especially when you don't do enough damage and your teammate doesn't pop Tyrant's Raw times that you have to pop that Tyrant's Raw. It's very necessary. Yeah, and you can see I only have it ×1. I could have done a lot more if I had it ×2, but yeah. And here I just keep going. Right here, we were trying to bait them in to us, and turn around, and you can see we done that. I actually got hit with a charge bite and the taunt, so that was very close. I could have died, but yeah, the Alio is just super fast and really hard to just punish, especially if you know what you're doing and you play very careful. Not only that, the Alio's just got really good health regen, so you can just always get back into the fight. That's the main thing about the Alio. It's like a hit and run. Pick someone off, get out there, heal back up, and then get back in. Anyway, we switched servers and we were LBM, and there was an iguana, a duck, and a styrac. versus me and my friend who was an Alio, and then there was some just random people on Raptors that don't really do much. And main thing here is just take out the Styrac, as it's the weakest thing. And it's also the fastest thing. Whereas the Iguanodon's very defensively sound, it's very good. And then this duck is a land duck, so he's got juke, so it's very annoying to deal with as well. So yeah, just take out the weakest, fastest thing that we could. And I see a lot of people doing this, just running away. You just don't want to run away from the Alio. You want to sit there and fight the Alio, because it really is squishy. So do the damage you can, and then yeah, no point of running away. But yeah, we took out the Styrac and got my health back. And one of them went to go waste on the Styrac, and then there was these two random Raptors. I actually killed one of them before, and they ended up coming back and wanted to team up. And yeah, this guy put himself up against a cliff, apex things, and I was still gonna go for it. Why not? The Alio's got really good HP regen, so may as well go for it. See what I could do. And I start tail riding this guy, and you can see he's using the knockback claws, but he just wasn't hitting it. I'm not sure what happened to this guy's juke. Yeah, he must have either unequipped it or just didn't have the stamina to use it. But yeah. Anyway, there was a couple of Ceratos here to help us out as well. They were just some random guys. And just for anyone wondering, Iguanodon, Duck, and Styrac is overpacking, so I mean it was pretty fair either way. But yeah, and you can see the Styrac came back. He got waystoned, and the Ceratos start focusing this guy. Same thing here. I want to focus the Styrac. Is that I'm not really trying to take a fight with the Iguana. I'll just leave that to the Ceratos and then pick at it. It's just very tanky, and it also had kicks, so it was very hard to deal with. You can see this guy's just running around. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He used just, but he was kind of using it wrong. He was trying to catch up in distance with it instead of actually baiting people in with it. But yeah, and you can see this Iggy is defending himself. Iggy's actually really good defensively. If I was this guy, I would just put myself up against the wall, and there's literally nothing you can do, because that thumb barrage that the Iggy has does so much damage. It's so good. And pop the Tyrant's Roar, and I'm just trying to hit and run, trying to bait out that kick, and get on its side and get a few hits in. But this Iggy actually ends up giving up, and here I got stuck. I literally just couldn't get out. Good thing that guy gave up, because he could have definitely killed me. That's why I never gave up. I was trying to fight to the last bit. Anyway, I get the drop on this Pycno. Not sure what he was doing, maybe AFK for a second. And I got a bunch of free hits on him. And I put my Tyrant's Roar for me and my friend, as that's going to do lots of damage. And this guy uses Charge Tail, which I don't like. Very predictable. And I get a few hits, move out the way, and he just wastes it. And that headbutt that he was using also just did pretty much no damage. He was better off just using his normal bite. Would have put me way lower. And once again trying to run away. He tried to go to the water, which isn't bad, but still just didn't matter. He was already way too low from the first few seconds of the fight. Took a lot of unnecessary attacks just from being AFK. Anyway, we went into SLL, and we seen that there was a pack of people, Spino, Alio, and a bunch of like babies. Main thing here was take care of the Alio first, as it's honestly pretty easy to kill. Whereas Spino can always just get in water, and it's pretty tanky. Wasn't gonna kill the babies, but the babies decide to take the fight with us, so I mean, yeah, that's just how it goes. But once again, this guy's AFK, and he just takes a bunch of unnecessary damage. And then once again, just running away. People need to stop running away from from things. They need to start taking fights. And I'm not sure what this Spino was doing. He thought he could just rest. I see someone resting in front of me, I'm just gonna kill him. But yeah. And yeah, but just running away from Alios, like you can't outrun an Alio, stop running from it. You need to use your precise turn, put yourself up against a wall or up against water if you're tall enough. And just use that because you're gonna get tail ridden a lot. It's honestly can be very difficult to stop yourself from getting tail ridden or even punish someone for it. Just because the tail hit just doesn't do damage. I'm not saying that it should do crazy damage like it used to, but definitely it needs some type of change. Also, I was trying to bait out this guy's stomp and he just wasn't using it. I wasn't sure what he was doing, so I decided to just tail ride him, and as soon as I do that, he just uses stomp. So yeah, that was kind of strange. But yeah, either way, he actually put me really low with that. I don't like stomp. I don't think it takes a lot of skill. But I would say probably buff the tail attack's damage. And there was a Lambio here, and main thing is get rid of this Lambio. And the thing about fighting a Lambio, you need to get rid of it instantly, because if you can't get rid of it instantly, it's always going to be there. And with enough people, you could, especially with 3 Alios and Tyrant's Roar times 3, you can just rush the Lambio and just kill it. But one of the guys just didn't pop the Tyrant's Roar, so, and he was already pretty low. And also, not only that, Spino bit me and put me really low as well. But once again, Lambio gets low, and what does he do? He runs. Instead of standing in his base and using his rodeo kick or just kicking, he just runs away, and it literally just gets him killed. Another thing for anyone who plays Lambio, keep in mind when you are in bipedal stance, your front kick does 150% more damage. I see a lot of people using the Lambio and they just completely forget about that. Anyway, we caught a Meg on land, and now there's literally nothing you can do. Like, this guy is dead 100%, unless there was a pond nearby, but there's none nearby. And yeah, this guy can't do anything. I can face tank this guy, and yeah, with that many Alios, you're dead. Anyway, we made all the way to LBM. Couldn't find anyone older from SLL, Talon's Point and stuff. But here, there was a Rex and a Meg, and they were close to the home cave, and you had to keep in mind, if you stay too close to the home cave, you get home cave debuff. So main thing here was I was switching out. While my teammates were fighting, I'll leave the home cave debuff area and then come back, and by the time I get back, these guys are going to be on home cave debuff. And I get my stamina because it's still a decent run, and just in case some other people show up, so it's always good just to be safe. And that's the thing, you have to be careful. So if just be careful when you fight in your home caves, and if you are, use it to your advantage. Switch out with your teammates, and then try and keep the guys there as much as you can. A lot of people forget about that, and it gets them killed. So yeah. Anyway, I make my way back. I wasn't sure if these guys had home cave debuff yet, but you can really tell by the way someone walks, by the way they're sprinting. And you can see here, I can tell the Rex has got home cave debuff, especially when he hit me with that tail. It did literally nothing. Usually it would do a little bit, but that literally did like nothing. And also the Meg, he was trying to sprint at me, he was just so slow, to the point where I could literally get in the water and kill him. And yeah, that was the Meg's mistake. Same thing with the Rex, like, he's pretty much useless at this point. He takes so much damage, do no damage, you're very slow. So yeah, just gotta make sure you don't get a home cave debuff. And yeah, that was pretty much it. There's nothing crazy here. It was just more of these guys just messing up. But yeah.